Caitlin Clark has broken her silence about Nafisa Collier comments and Kathy Englebert.
The real threat to our league isn't money. It isn't ratings or even missed calls or even physical play. It's the lack of accountability from the league office.
Nafisa Collier just went scorched earth on WNBA leadership and Kathy Englebert as part of her Lynx exit interview.
You know, when it's blow after blow, a whole bunch of other things going on, it's exhausting.
Sophie Cunningham light set fire to Kathy Englebert in her exit interview.
It's getting spooky for Kathy Englebert in the house after Nafisa Collier went nuclear warfare.
We have Sophie Cunningham as well, going all the way in, toe-to-toe with the commissioner.
The league should be on its knees thanking Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark and Sophie Cunningham just exposed WNBA Commissioner Kathy Englebert. The players are done staying quiet. They're demanding change, and the league may never be the same.
This was a declaration of, a shot across the bow. Let's put it that way, from Nafisa Collier to the commissioner of the WNBA right before the WNBA finals began.
Caitlin Clark finally broke her silence in her exit interview.
Caitlin Clark has broken her silence about Nafisa Collier comments and Kathy Englebert.
And the message was crystal clear. The WNBA needs real leadership. Clark revealed that after Nafisa Collier exposed private conversations with Commissioner Kathy Englebert,
after Nafisa Collier went nuclear warfare on her,
she never once heard from the league office. No apology, no clarification, no outreach at all.
WNBA Commissioner Kathy Englebert apparently said to her about Caitlin Clark having the need to be grateful for all the endorsements she gets due to the WNBA platform.
Caitlin Clark said she had not heard the story about Kathy Englebert that Nafisa Collier shared publicly, nor has she heard from Kathy Englebert since. So Kathy has not reached out to Caitlin to apologize. Kathy has not reached out to Caitlin to dispute the comments was even about her.
Clark said directly, "We need great leadership at this time across all levels. This is the most important time in the league's history."
Caitlin stated, "We need great leadership at this time across all levels. This is the most important time in this league history."
That statement hit hard because it shows Clark isn't just thinking about herself, she's speaking for the entire future of women's basketball. And she made it clear. Despite the chaos, she still feels connected to Indiana.
Caitlin Clark said, "It's a really special time in this city right now. I can't imagine myself in a better place." So Caitlin let it be known she's standing in Indy no matter what.
But she knows change at the top is urgent. If Caitlin Clark's words were sharp, Sophie Cunningham's comments were an all-out explosion. After her season ended, Sophie didn't hold back. She said she's flat-out tired of the WNBA and its leadership failures.
Sophie Cunningham light set fire to Kathy Englebert in her exit interview.
She called it exhausting, dealing with constant injuries, poor officiating.
You know, when it's blow after blow, a whole bunch of other things going on, it's exhausting.
And a league that feels like it's being run by business people who don't even understand basketball. Cunningham demanded accountability, saying leadership needs to be held responsible from top to bottom. Her frustration didn't stop there. Sophie pointed out how NBA players have even been reaching out in disbelief.
NBA players from that side of things are reaching out to us just like in awe of how terrible it is. Like, that's saying something. That is absolutely saying something when your counterpart is feeling bad for us because of how we're getting treated.
At how badly WNBA players are being treated. She described games as a battlefield where players feel forced to kill each other just to survive.
It's like a battlefield out there. When we're agreeing on the court because of how awful the officials are, like that's saying something. Like, listen to us. We're not going to come for your heads, but I think there is room for improvement to change the criteria when the whole league is asking for it. But when the leadership isn't doing anything about it, why? And so I think there's just frustration. The game's not fun to watch because everyone's just trying to kill each other, because that's how you're going to survive. Otherwise, you get injured.
And she blasted officials for failing to control the physical play. One of her strongest lines was a challenge to leadership. The people making decisions might be great at business, but they don't know basketball. That's got to change.
I am, because I'm just tired of our league. They need to step up and be better. Our leadership from top to bottom needs to be held accountable. I think that there are a lot of people in the position of powers in the WNBA who they might be really great business people, but they don't know shit about basketball, and that's got to change.
Cunningham even suggested that retired WNBA players need to step into those roles.
People are in position to change that, but they don't know basketball. Like, yeah, you've been around the game, but you haven't played. And, maybe that's on us players that after we're done, maybe we try to move into those positions.
So the next generation isn't stuck repeating the same mistakes. And it wasn't just officiating. Sophie made it clear that leadership around the CBA, salaries, and player treatment is failing too.
When it comes to the CBA, that our leadership on that side is just very poor.
She warned that if things don't change, players are ready to stand their ground, even hinting at a lockout to finally force the league to take them seriously.
The league should be on its knees thanking Clark.
If Clark and Sophie Cunningham lit the spark, the firestorm around WNBA Commissioner Kathy Englebert has now completely exploded. The players aren't the only ones calling her out. The national media has turned its spotlight on her failures. ESPN's First Take gave this story primetime attention, with Stephen A. Smith going nuclear on live television.
Fisa Collier just went scorched earth on WNBA leadership and Kathy Englebert as part of her Lynx exit interview.
The real threat to our league isn't money, it isn't ratings, or even missed calls, or even physical play. It's the lack of accountability from the league office.
The league should be on its knees thanking Clark.
Caitlin Clark has broken her silence about Nafisa Collier comments and Kathy Englebert. Caitlin Clark is at the podium, breaking her silence, going all the way in. Not to mention, not just Caitlin, we have Sophie Cunningham as well, going all the way in, toe-to-toe with the commissioner. Guys, this is major.
It's getting spooky for Kathy Englebert in the house right now. It is indeed. After Nafisa Collier went nuclear warfare on her ass yesterday afternoon in what I have coined the WNBA version of CM Punk's pipe bomb.
He didn't mince words, telling Englebert directly, "You should resign. Period." He called her statement in response to Nafisa Collier's accusations a weak statement, and said she has no business leading the league if players of this caliber are openly attacking her leadership. Sports Business Journal even reported that sources inside NBA and WNBA circles expect Englebert to step down after the current CBA negotiations.
That headline, Englebert likely to exit WNBA after CBA. League spokesperson claims it's categorically false. Yeah, I'm going to tell you what's probably false about it. They're not making it to the CBA with her. I don't believe these women are going to come to the table as long as she's still commissioner.
That means insiders already believe she's finished, and players like Collier, Clark, and Cunningham may have forced the issue into the open. Fans are noticing the same pattern. For years, the WNBA has marketed itself as growing because of leadership, but analysts are pointing out the obvious truth: the league's surge in attendance, TV ratings, and cultural impact isn't because of Englebert.
Sophie Cunningham set fire to Kathy Englebert in her exit interview.
This was a declaration of, a shot across the bow, let's put it that way, from Nafisa Collier to the commissioner of the WNBA right before the WNBA finals begin.
It's because Caitlin Clark came into the league and completely changed the game. One commentator compared it to Roger Goodell taking credit for the NFL's growth when it was really superstars and media deals driving it. In the WNBA's case, Clark is the undeniable engine of that growth, and fans know it. Meanwhile, Englebert's leadership is collapsing on every front. Players are hinting at a lockout if the next CBA doesn't deliver real change. Sophie Cunningham said flat out, "We are not going to play until they give us what we deserve."
You know, there's a potential lockout because I promise you that we are not going to play until they give us what we deserve.
That's not just frustration. That's a threat that could shut down the entire WNBA unless Englebert is removed or forced to cave to player demands. Even the award system has turned into a scandal. The league bizarrely suspended or delayed award announcements, which fans and players saw as petty retaliation.
They literally went and released a schedule for when they're going to announce rewards. And because of all the controversy, it seems, they just said, nah. They were just like, you know what? If that's how you want to play it, lads, if that's how you guys want to play it, you're not getting any rewards. You're not getting any awards. You're not going to get any more awards. It's as simple as that. We're just not going to give you awards. Which is the most petty thing I think I've ever seen.
Against those speaking out. Some even speculated that Nafisa Collier might get punished by being left off defensive teams. A shocking possibility that would only further destroy trust in Englebert's leadership.
Kathy says she's suspending the rest of the awards since y'all are trying to play on her. Why release a schedule if you don't respect it? Kathy's somewhere trying to scrub Fee's name off the list. Like, I actually am not joking. It would not surprise me. It would not surprise me if Nafisa Collier does not make all defensive.
At this point, Kathy Englebert is facing pressure from every angle. Superstar players like Caitlin Clark demanding leadership. Veterans like Sophie Cunningham exposing systemic failures.
Not really a fan of our leadership in the W. I just think they're failing us as a league, definitely failing us as players. And, you know, everything Nafisa said, we all feel that way. And we're all going to back her. And I think it's pretty strong coming from her.
Media voices like Stephen A. Smith and ESPN openly calling for her resignation, and fans who now see her as the obstacle standing in the way of the WNBA's momentum. The message is clear: the league has never had this much attention. And if Englebert doesn't step aside, she risks burning all of the progress Caitlin Clark and this new wave of players have brought to the game.
Caitlin Clark has broken her silence about Nafisa Collier comments and Kathy Englebert.
The real threat to our league isn't money. It isn't ratings or even missed calls or even physical play. It's the lack of accountability from the league office.
Nafisa Collier just went scorched earth on WNBA leadership and Kathy Englebert as part of her Lynx exit interview.
Exhausting. You know, when it's blow after blow, a whole bunch of other things going on, it's exhausting.
Sophie Cunningham light set fire to Kathy Englebert in her exit interview.
It's getting spooky for Kathy Englebert in the house after Nafisa Collier went nuclear warfare.
We have Sophie Cunningham as well, going all the way in, toe-to-toe with the commissioner.
The league should be on its knees thanking Caitlin Clark.
The WNBA is at a crossroads. Caitlin Clark broke her silence. Sophie Cunningham let it all out. And now the media is demanding Kathy Englebert step down. The players aren't just asking for change, they're ready to fight for it. And the future of the league could depend on what happens next. So, I want to hear from you. Should Kathy Englebert resign as commissioner? Or can she possibly survive this storm? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you're rocking with Caitlin Clark and the players pushing for change, make sure to smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to WNBA Spark for the latest updates, because this story is only getting bigger. Until next time, We'll keep bringing you the truth.